What's up, guys? It is Sunday, February 16th, 2025, MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin, and my co-host right now, Alex Bahunin of MMAmania.com. We're waiting for Big Marcel. Don't know where he is. He's coming. He's on his way. But I got Alex here, and man, I didn't want to keep the people waiting, Alex. They're here for you. They're not here for me. So,
nah, dude, they're here for you. What are you talking about?
No, I'm glad to have you here, man. We always enjoy having you on the show. I think we had you on maybe it was like a month or two ago. I can't remember at this point, but we always like having you on, man. So appreciate you jumping in here.
My pleasure, dude. My pleasure.
And I know you did mention you were interested in coming on for 313. So we'll probably have Alex back on next month, guys, whenever that card is. So big card coming up. But yeah, we'll talk about UFC Vegas 102. Alex said he could probably stick around for the UFC Seattle preview for a bit too. So we'll talk about that. I think you're going to be there, right? You're going with James and Drake. Is that correct?
Yeah. Drake's going to be there. James going to be there. Kenny from MMA Junkie's going to be there. Oscar, of course, and I'm assuming local Seattle. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, that card took a lot of hits. I mean, we'll save it for the next podcast. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Let's get some comments from our listeners here. We got Joe. What's up, Joe? Glad to have you here, man. Lazy Dave, what's up, man? Are you 40, dude? I mean, you don't look like you're 40 in that picture. You look about 50 or 60. Like cartoon picture. Looks like a Fallout guy or something from Fallout. You know, Blake, we were here 5 minutes ago. Marcel is the one who's late today, so we'll blame him. I don't know where he is. Yeah, it was a great hockey game. I don't know. Do you watch hockey, Alex, or?
No, I don't. I feel like I
like you to think about it for a second.
Yeah, no. I feel like I would enjoy hockey because it's like physical and stuff, but like no,
you guys have a hockey team. You have the Vegas Golden Knights. They won the Stanley Cup like 3 years ago, right? So
yeah, no, I don't.
Yes, I like how you were thinking like, should I lie about this or not? There's this fucking guy. Here he is.
I was thinking about lying.
We had to start without you, Marcel. The people are waiting for Alex.
I mean, they can't even wait for the real star of the show, but it's okay.
I think that's our special guest today, but we're glad to have Big Marcel in the house. Marcel, if you don't mind retweeting it, you probably already did. I didn't check, but
you can suck my dick.
Like I've told you many times, no, thank you, but you can ask politely. So glad to have you here, Marcel. Crows used to do videos on the channel, but yeah, I don't think Crows is doing videos here anymore, man. Him and Nick used to have an MMA betting show on here, Alex. I don't know if you knew that. The James Crows, the official one.
Okay.
I don't know what James is up to these. I think he's doing like real estate or something.
He's real estate. He's like selling jiu-jitsu tutorials and classes and.
Anyways, yeah. So there you go. All right, guys. Let's get into the card. Marcel, glad to have you here, man. Let's start it off.
I wish I could say the same for you, but no, whatever.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Holy, tough customer here, man. Tough crowd, right? No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about the card from yesterday, guys. Alex, you were obviously there. Marcel, you were watching it. I was watching it. I'll start with you, Alex, since you were there. What did you think of this card overall? Was it a good card? Was it a mediocre card? Was it a bad card? What did you think?
It was very mediocre, saved by the main event. I mean, bro, when was the last time we had a good UFC card? UFC China? Like
that card was fucking amazing, dude. That card was so good. I think there was another good one. What was the other good one? Marcel's gonna say Jandiroba, and that's the one Marcel loves. What was it, Jandiroba, and who was it against?
Lamas.
Yeah, that card was actually really good.
It was fun. A lot of fun finishes.
I'm trying to. Okay, let me just look at the ones this year. Dern and Hebos. Oh, that one was a good card. There was like 10 finishes on that card. That was a good one. You were there for that one, were you? Oh, yeah, you were there for that one, Alex. Right?
Yeah.
One. That was actually a sick card. No, that was good. So that was like the best one this year, probably. It's been a weak year of cards, guys. I mean, we just like to keep it real here.
Dude, it's been a fucking weak year. It's been a week, fucking months without good cards. It's crazy. What has happened to the sport we love, bro? What the fuck has happened?
Stop crying, dude. You're in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's well. I mean, you know this yourself. It's quantity over quality at this point. Like, even next week on the Seattle card, I know some of these guys are, you're cool with it, Alex. But who's typing, by the way? I can hear it. I don't know if it's you or Alex, but it's pretty loud. It's pretty loud, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're playing the bongo drums or something. If you have to, just it's okay if you want to type. Just put yourself. Just click the mute button, and then we won't hear it.
By the way, a lazy bet. I'm not going to show my wiener, dude. Just for your
I don't mind if you do. By the way, just hit the mute button, those because.
What? You don't mind if I?
Oh no, I'm talking to Alex. What did you say? What did you say?
I said lazy bet. I'm not going to show my wiener. That's what I said.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't need to. We don't need to see that.
Yeah,
Marshall looks like the baby on the cover of Nirvana CD. Oh, never mind. Yeah, kind of a little bit all grown up. I'm guessing Tough was better than the UFC card. Is that fair to say? I can't hear you.
No,
it was mediocre too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah.
There's so many MMA shows going on right now. It's crazy. Pato, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. Blake, let's talk about this fight. Pato, we're gonna do the preview for Seattle. I agree with what you're saying, by the way, but let's just save it for the preview. Let's just really stick to 102 UFC Vegas 102 right now, even though it wasn't a great card. But yeah, I mean, like starting with the main event, like it was the best fight in the card, right? Like for sure. Jared Cannonier gets the knockout win. Nice comeback there, guys. He got dropped twice in the first round. Didn't look good for him, but ends up coming back and finishing Gregory Rodrigues in the fourth round. Really, really good comeback there by Jared Cannonier, 40 years old. So I was impressed by the comeback. You know what, Alex, I'll start with you. Like you were there. I think you were there at the weigh. Actually, no, you weren't there at the weigh-ins because I saw you. You walked in front of the junkie stream and I sent Marcel a picture. I'm like, look at Alex. Jared was in incredible shape for this fight. Like I think he was more like ripped than usual. He took it like I think he almost took it as like a must-win fight for his career, guys. Like he looked in amazing shape, and when you are in like such good shape physically, I think you could take shots a little better too. Like I think maybe if he was an out of shape guy like a Dontel Mays or something like that, he would have been knocked out from those punches. The fact he was able to come back was really impressive, though. I mean, incredible comeback. It's the bonus. I'll start with you, Alex, since you were there, and I'll get your thoughts, Marcel. But what did you think of Cannonier's performance?
Yeah, man. I don't know. All week I was just like, I kept thinking like, at first I was like, RoboCop's gonna win. He's gonna either do a TKO, maybe even submit him. But then I started thinking like, Gregory Rodrigues has a very suspect chin, and if he doesn't knock Jared Cannonier out in the first round, I think it's gonna go bad for him. And that was very evident of how it happened in the fight, man. Like he dropped him, looked really good, and then he fucking gassed in the second round, and like it just from that second round on, I was like, yeah, Jared's gonna win this fight. I wish I had money in my bankroll to bet the fight live because like Jared Cannonier has gone 5 rounds multiple times, and in his last 2 fights, he got beat the fuck up in the 4th and 5th round, right? Like so he has the experience, and man, he just weathered the storm and beat RoboCop down, man. It was very impressive. It was like a performance that like proved that he's not a gatekeeper. Like I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but like I don't think he is. I think he's still at the top of the division, just not like elite, not a title contender.
That's fair. What do you think, Marcel, of the fight? I know you like this one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was kind of disappointed with Gregory. Not gonna lie, man. I mean, cardio, man. I didn't thought that his cardio was gonna give up, man. And I think if that wasn't gonna give up, he would have done well. But Jared, man, Jared is like that athlete at his 40s who is still competing like he's a 30-year-old. So I loved his performance, man. He had a rough start in the first round, but he came back, veteran performance, great win. And I love what he said afterwards, man. Like, fuck, man, I'm not a gatekeeper. And that's true. He's too good to be a gatekeeper, He's still top 5, top 8, let's say top 8. Let's say top 5 for Jared, if Jared's watching, which he's not. But but I think he's great, man. And he showed it. And fully deserved win. Great win for him.
Yeah, he's stud, man. I mean, 3 weight classes in the UFC. I remember when he made his debut. I think it was against Sean Jordan. It was just crazy. On the DC and John Jones 1 card, he was on the prelims at heavyweight. I think he got knocked out in like a minute or something, but he ended up, going to light heavyweight. Again, not having the most success, and then middleweight. He's had a great run. So, what's next for him? Like, I think there's 3 options, guys. I think you either run, and I think they're all rematches actually. And I know you talked to this a little bit with him, Alex, at the post fight. I think you could either do Strickland, you can do Whitaker, or you could do Adesanya. So which of those? I mean, there's probably some other options, but I like those ones. What do you think?
Yeah, I think those 3 options make a lot of sense. Also, I think timeline wise, he could fight the winner of Fluffy versus Brennan Allen next week. I think especially Fluffy. I think that's like a perfect little test for Fluffy. Another kind of test for Cannonier. Of the 3 options, I think probably Strickland because of it was a close fight, and they could kind of rebound Strickland with it or not. I don't give a shit about watching the Izzy fight. Like that fight.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
No, thank you. I don't care even if this version of Jared Cannonier, like that fight has scarred me. So screw that. The Whitaker fight is interesting. It kind of makes sense for Whitaker too. I think that probably makes the most sense out of all of them. But personally, I like to see him fight Strickland.
And for you, Marcel, what would you match him up with?
Yeah, man, this is difficult, man. I think because he pretty much fought already everybody was there on top. I mean, Izzy makes sense, but I'm not really into that fight, to be really honest. I can't be with Alex here, man. Why not Strickland? You know, that fight was fucking close. You know, it was a split decision for Cannonier. Strickland wants to have that one back. I think Cannonier wants to show that fight was legit his win, you know. So knowing a little bit, maybe he's not into too many rematches, which he already won, because there are so many who he can fight who he has lost to. But I think if they offer him Strickland for a main event in an Apex card or something, I don't think it will be an Apex card, because I think the UFC can still get a lot of ticket sales on Strickland, to be honest, you know, because he got a certain big fan base since like the last 2 years, I think. So why not do that fight? You can make it a 5-round, you can make it a 3-rounder, I don't mind, you know, but you can make that fight. I think it's fun. I
mean, I think it should be 5 rounds. I watched his like conversation, I guess, with like Cara Bryan and Kamaru Usman and them, like in the post-fight desk. He said he wants to fight someone above him, and he mentioned Whitaker is the guy that he thinks makes the most sense. And I think someone said Strickland. He said, yeah, it's fine too, but I think he said he likes the Whitaker fight. That first fight with Whitaker was only 3 rounds.
Yeah,
and he broke his arm in that fight, and you guys remember that. And he actually went crazy, I think, in the 3rd round and like almost knocked Whitaker out, like with a broken arm, but ran out of time. So that's an interesting fight. But I like the Strickland fight too. I think either one makes sense. There's also like I guess Paulo Costa, but I don't really consider Costa like a contender at all personally. So I mean, honestly, guys, like Jared's run right now is pretty fucking legendary if you look at it. Like it's basically fight of the night every time he fights. So he's bringing the fighter to Sean, which I don't like. I don't mind that. What are you gonna say, Clint?
No, so assuming Fluffy beats Brennan Allen next week,
I don't mind that either, Alex. It's a good show.
Yeah, like do you think Fluffy? Because Fluffy's 12 right now. He'll beat Brennan Allen. If he beats Brennan Allen, he'll be 9. Do you think he fights a number 7 like Jared Cannonier, or do you think he deserves someone higher?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The more I'm thinking about it, like maybe they give Fluffy a huge step up and put him against Strickland. Like I could see that happening, couldn't you?
Yeah, 1000% for sure.
What do you make of the UFC? We didn't get you on last week to talk about it, but like, what do you make of the UFC's feeling with Strickland right now? Like, are they down on him, or was it one of those things where it's just kind of an off night for him, or what do you think, man?
I don't know.
I know. So I put you in an awkward spot because he's going to beat you up if he sees you talking about him, so.
It's not even that. I know some things behind the scenes, but like,
okay,
yeah, I just don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's not tremendous because it wasn't really a good fight. And I don't think they can put him back in the Apex because he's very popular. So
he's probably a co-main event in a pay-per-view, probably.
I don't even know if he's a co-main event. I think just anywhere on a main card. You know?
Fair enough. The other option. Go ahead. The other option, I just reminded me, Alex, of kind of something you were talking about to us privately. I mean, they could always sign his teammate Johnny Eblin, right? They could do that. Wouldn't that be nice if they bring in or Eblin? I should say Eblin.
1,000. Dude,
I know you watch him spar sometimes, right? How good is he?
Very good. Very, very, very good. It's and people are down on him because of his fight against Impa, where
it wasn't a great fight. I agree.
It wasn't a great fight. So some people think he lost, but like, his style was very DDP-esque, where it's like he just goes. I think he would be I think he'd be top 5 in the UFC. No doubt in my mind.
So that's another option too. All right, I want to get some comments here, guys. Dane is here. Antoine, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. What's up, I like MMA? A lot of these guys from the Discord are here, which is awesome news. Appreciate you guys' support. Is this it for Gregory's ranking aspirations? I like the question. I think there's a few guys in the top 15 he can beat. Is Michelle Pereira ranked in the top 15? I think he could beat him.
Yeah, he could beat him. He can beat Kopilov.
Yeah, you could beat some of the
Paul-
guys at the bottom end. You Paulo Acosta probably too, right?
Paulo Costa turned him down. So
There you go.
Turned who
yeah.
down?
RoboCop.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Jack Hermanson got removed from the rankings. Is it just because of inactivity, I guess, or
I'm assuming, yeah.
The Leeds if he beat. Hey, what's up, Michael? That's another option, I guess. The Leeds if he wins that fight, that's another option. Please don't give us Izzy Jarrett too. The first fight was terrible. You're right, guys. I don't even know why I mentioned it. I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that thought in the universe. I don't want to think about it.
That was when people were saying like it's actually Cannonier's fault because Adesanya just fights like this. It's amazing how he fights. I was like, guys, Adesanya is a great fighter and he fought great fights before. That fight fucking sucked. Just say how it is, you know.
I mean, I completely agree. That fight was really, really bad. What's up, Andrew? Dirty Rig, what's up? Yeah, I mean, the guy's 40 years old and he's getting better, which is great to see. What's up, Claudio? UFC's getting boring. Only 13 finishes, the last 35 fights. I mean, you're speaking to the choir, man. Like I watch every card. Marcel watches every card. Alex is at every fucking card. He's the guy with the front row seat, and he's like, "Come on, like I want to see some action."
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. At the first fight yesterday with Avila against Cavalcanti, I was like, "Are we gonna go this shit again?" You know,
that shouldn't be in the UFC, honestly. By the way, were you at her post-fight press conference?
No.
Dude, that kid. I mean, listen, like at first, so I was watching the video. And I started reading the comments. For like, everyone's like, "Tell this kid to shut up. Don't bring your kid to the thing." I'm like, "Okay, it can't be that bad." I'm watching I'm like, "Okay, she's kind of a little kid. She's a little cute kid." But then the kid took the mic and wouldn't shut up. Like, and Julia's trying to answer the question without a mic. It was actually kind of disrespectful to the media, I would say. Like, I know she wants to have her little kid there. I get that for retirement, but like, they're asking her about her career, about her, and she's trying to answer the questions. And it's just like, get her husband to take the kid or something. Like, why is the kid there? Come on, guys. Like, then again, when you know Musk has his kid at the White House, I mean, it's free for all these days, Alex, down there in the States, man. So.
To be really honest, man, not being a dick, but I don't understand why fighters listen, man. Sometimes okay, but to bring your kid the whole damn time, man. And this was probably the only time I feel like that, but some do it all the time, you know. And I'm like, imagine my dad back in the day, he's retired now, goes to work, and he's like, here's my 2-year-old. I'm having him the whole day, and the next day the people are like, oh my god, he's gone. And the next day, here's he again.
No, I get what you're saying, like when your dad retired and he brought you to work or something, like that wouldn't happen. Like I get it though. Like I don't think it's an issue if she brought her on like into the octagon. Like I think Carla also did that with her kid when she retired. But again, you know, the kid took the mic and like, if you guys watch it, it's bad. Like it's
I watched it this morning because I was actually going to write up a story about just her retiring, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck.
And I don't want to be disrespectful also, because I mean I like Avila, but at the same time, Carla at least was a former 2-time champion, you know. So and they make this a lot bigger than it should have been, in my opinion. You know.
Sometimes they don't even like let the fighter speak when they retire. Like there's been times like that. Like I don't mind that she caught a moment there. Like that's cool, but she only had 6 fights in the UFC. It's not like you know. Again, not to disrespect her, because I mean getting to the UFC is hard, but like
and like to get down, like Brendan Allen always brings his daughter to the post fight or media day, and he'll be like, "Oh, hey, say something," and then he'll.
Yeah. That's cool, but the kid shouldn't have the mic the whole time. You guys can check the interview out. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I won't.
Yeah, you don't actually. You know what? You probably don't, because you'll get a headache. Cannonier Hermanson. I mean, I guess, but I feel like Jack. I mean, Jack's a gatekeeper at this point. You know, he doesn't
Jared
fight
deserves better.
Yeah, and Jared knocked him out.
Yeah, they did fight already. Jack could fight in. I think it was in like Denmark or something, wasn't it, Marcel? Something like that.
Yeah,
Jack could fight like Gregory. Actually, they could do that. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that we don't need to see that.
That's very smart, Dana Blanco. Really smart.
Do you guys think those fights were Israel's fault? I mean, I feel like Israel was kind of playing with his food in some of those fights. Like the Yoel Romero fight was another fight. I think Izzy's like really, he's a great fighter. And he's a Hall of Famer, obviously. He's a legend. But I also feel like he's kind of immune to criticism for some weird reason. Like people are afraid to criticize the guy for Izzy.
Whoa,
like
who got called yesterday a legend on the mic? And I was like, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. Somebody said, we'd say that again.
Kattar.
Oh yeah, Zalal said like Kattar is a Hall of Famer. He will. I was like,
Kattar had a great career. I mean, we'll talk about him. Actually, it's a good segue to talk about him. But I want to get this comment. I'm just fucking with you, man. This isn't a political podcast, by the way. But I did talk about hockey at the beginning, though. Alex, did you see the hockey fights yesterday?
I did see that.
Dude, there was 3 fights in the first 10 seconds. Like the American players hate the Canadian players and vice versa. Like these guys hate each other. They're all booing the national anthem.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Canada. America in this bitch.
I like how Marcel's the referee. We got Marcel as our special guest ref.
I'm here with Alex Bruhunen. I'm with Adam, the guy from the 51 state.
Oh, come on. we got our Chris Tyone. We got our own Chris Tyone here. Who would you guys pick, Cannonier or Nickel? I mean, I would pick Cannonier personally. Like, I know most people might pick Nickel because of the wrestling, but I'm not convinced about Bo. He should not be ranked either. I mean, I don't like he barely beats Paul Craig and he gets ranked. I don't get it, but he's obviously good. I mean, he's got the wrestling to be a champ, but his striking looks so bad in that fight. All right. Let's go to the, like I said, good segue, co-main event. This fight, my God. So this was obviously a golden opportunity for Youssef Zalal to be a top 10 guy or top whatever he was ranked. I don't know what he's ranked. I think he's top 10, isn't he, Marcel? What's Kattar ranked?
Kattar was 10th. I think number 10. Yeah.
Number 10. So he wins, right? But not impressive. Not impressive. Like first 2 rounds, he did what he had to do. Kattar didn't really throw any punches. Third round, and you were there. You were cage side. I know he's your boy. I know Youssef's your boy. I like Youssef. He gives really good interviews at the press conferences. He's super cool. It's his second time in the UFC. What the fuck was he thinking? I mean, this is crazy. Running away from him like for the third round. What is he doing, dude?
So I watched the first 2 rounds, and then I went to the back to go talk to Edmund. So I missed the third round.
Okay.
So then, and I saw all the hate that he was getting, and so I went back and I think I opened up the stream and rewatched the last round. I was like, oh my God, dude. Youssef Zalal is getting Mario Bautista heat right now.
Dude. I know.
He is getting fucking slaughtered because of it. And it's like, I mean, I cannot defend his third round, dude. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. That's not a way to introduce yourself into the rankings. I mean, it's funny because like at the end of the day, you have to win, right? Like you have to win. You have to get 2 paychecks. That's bar none. What fighters want to do is fucking win and get 2 paychecks. But there is the aspect of excitingness and showmanship, right? And I think Zalal shot himself in the fucking foot with that one.
I agree. What do you
guys? This is smart from him. You know, he does a great job in the first 2 rounds, and then he does a very sucky one in the third. And now everybody is like, when he gets ranked, it's like, oh God, I can easily take this guy out. You know, and then he gets the fucking opportunity to fight these guys in the top 10. And then he will show his true colors. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it wasn't really good the third round, but I mean, he got it done, and it was way more quicker than Calvin Kattar. He looked slicker on the feet, I think.
Yeah.
Third round, was pretty bad. Hey, what's up, Alex? Shout out. You know, there you go. Where you at, Adam? I don't see you.
I got a bottle of water.
Okay.
No beer tonight. Some water.
He tries to be the healthy guy here, man.
Yeah,
check him out.
Yeah,
check him out.
Back a couple of
Mr. Canadian over there tries to be the healthy guy. Check him out. But overall, not a great fight, but a good win for Zalal, and he gets in the rank.
I just don't know what he would, unless he was like completely gassed. Like, why not do exactly what you're doing in the first 2 rounds in the third round?
Just didn't want to he didn't want to risk getting jubilee like when he fought Mike Breeden. That's what he didn't want to happen.
Man,
I get it. Like,
got to bark.
Yeah. If it was 5 rounds though, I mean, he might have lost the fight, man, honestly. You know? So it was kind of a bad look. Again, it's like Mario Bautista, like fans hate this guy. The fight with Chino Vera, is that official, by the way? That's official, or Marcel?
It's not official. Not official.
Okay.
But it's happening.
Yeah. So I mean, that should kind of force the action. But anyways, I mean, that's an interesting thought. Like if it was in 1, maybe he does get a card or a yellow card. I think they give, right. Like what's his name? Arjun Buller, Canadian guy. He fought God, what's his name, Marcel, for the title, and he was running away, and Herb Dean disqualified him for like not engaging. You know what I'm talking about? Arjun Buller. He lost his belt. Yeah. I can't remember who he fought. Was it the Mollican guy? I can't remember actually.
Possible. I don't. I'm not sure. Possible.
Or Brandon Vera, maybe. I can't remember. But he was running away, and they disqualified him, right? So I agree here too. I mean, I think that it's a bad look. Like, here's the good thing. Like, I'm guessing Dana wasn't there, right? He doesn't go to these.
No, he even posted about Power Slap on his Instagram story.
Was there a Power Slap card last night or something?
No, but there were some numbers that came out that he posted on the story.
Okay.
That's how much interested he was in this card.
Yeah,
I don't think he's been. I don't think he's been to the last 15 Apex.
He's losing interest too, and I get it. Like he is, because he's so
Make
rich now,
fucking
too.
better cards, you fucks. Make
Doesn't
fucking
care,
better
dude.
cards.
Guys, they literally had no card announced for Seattle, and they sold out without even name on the card.
Yeah, that's a big problem, you know. The UFC knows that shit. That even if they go,
Dude, they're going to sell out Montreal without
Yeah.
a main event. Just watch. The tickets are going to be like $1,000 for a nosebleed, with the only fights being Brad Katona versus who is it, Marcel? Katona, you announced that fight.
Baxter Almacan.
Yeah, it's a fun fight. But the other one is Haley Cowan and Nora Cornell. When I saw that thing, I was like, why are you fucking doing this to us? Like, I get it because they want to have a French girl on the card, but like, are you kidding me? It's almost making me like, I don't want to go to the card, Alf, if that's going to be on it. I'm like, Haley Cowan?
About this.
Because he knows it's a bad fight. He knows it's like, he has to go through the pain of Julia Alvia and Jacqueline Calvin.
I like Nora, but yeah, I mean.
Fucking sparring match. Alex, how was that to kick off your evening? Were you pumped? Alex is sitting there live tweeting for MMA Mania, doing the play-by-play. He's like, "Oh wow, this is so amazing. We're gonna get the same thing. It's gonna be Haley Cowan and Nora Cohen pushing each other against the fence. It's gonna open the card, guys, and the ticket's gonna be $1,000. There you go. They're gonna screw us over, and the main event's gonna be Juliana Pena Harrison and Manon Fiorot versus Shevchenko. Jasmine Jasudavicius versus Macy Barber. It's going to be that's the main card. All female cards in Montreal.
They're gonna bring Zara Faird back.
They got to announce some better fights to the card. That's all I'm going to say. But the point is, like, they can to get back to the point. Like, Dana doesn't care right now because he's fucking rich. The UFC's loaded, and they literally can just say we're going here and they sell it out immediately, guys. So,
don't you think they should sign Corinne Laframboise to make her debut?
The girl that lost to that.
Yeah, man. I mean, she is French talking. I mean, that would be
Nicole
beautiful.
Cagliari. They might sign her on the card. It's possible.
Adam, just give me a serious answer to that.
No, because I actually knew this was going to happen because Aaron Bronstetter he had a video like 2 weeks ago when they announced the card. And he's like, yeah, guys, I think you should expect a lot of the French fighters instead of the Canadian guys because they start Alex. They booked fucking Siri City and Julian Robertson for Iowa the week before. Tell me, make it make sense, my guy.
Yeah.
You're muted. You're muted. Can't hear you.
I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea.
What is going on with the matchmaking right now, guys? I'm so confused, honestly. Like,
I wish I had a better answer than they hate Canada, dude. Like they hate Canada.
The card last year, I've been to every card in Toronto. I've been to a bunch of the other ones in Canada. The one last year was not good, you know. Like we did have Strickland DDP, which was a really good fight, the main event, but like the rest of the card was just.
Yeah, to be honest, you guys deserve the co-main event as the main event. Let's be honest.
Is Fiora and Valentine in the works? I don't know if it seems like it makes sense, but no one's reported it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Can you say anything about it, Alex? You know, or
I mean, it makes sense. Put a French fighter in Canada.
Sure. Oh, Chris, got out of here, man. Oh, the Bruiser Boyev guy got sick or something.
I think Alex can say best.
I mean, look at his media day photos, and you tell me what happened.
It's probably a bad weight cut, right? Is that I'm assuming?
I mean, it literally looked as if he fucking jumped off of the couch and was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll fight in the UFC. Let's go."
That's the problem, though. But like, don't they cut these guys when they do that? When they say they can fight and then they don't make weight?
I mean,
Alex,
assume so.
Alex, you know this. How good is Eric Mecanico, dude? I know we're not doing the Seattle preview now.
You know, he's coming on for it.
Are you coming on for? Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. You can go there. Yeah.
Just wait for that.
Sure.
Ilya moving up or Islam moving up? Probably Islam. Actually, no, probably Ilya. I mean, to fight Islam, that would be. I would assume the fight, but we'll see. We don't know. There's so many moving parts right now. UFC's to seduce Dakota. She's under contract with PFL. I mean, they'll get her eventually, but yeah, she's there. All right. Speaking about mismatches, Dylan Budkin gets starched in about a minute by Edmund Spotson. What was the point of this fight? Like, what was the?
Getting Edmund a win.
Yes, that's exactly.
It's still crazy. Like, I can't believe Edmund's only like 20. What is he? 27.
27 years old. He's been in the UFC for 7 years already. Insane.
The crazy thing is, I don't know if he should have got the bonus. Like, I think maybe someone else should have got it because this guy is so bad, Budkin. But like, it's only a second bonus though. So
I think Delgado should have got it.
I think that I agree. That's what I was gonna say. But yeah, I mean, he did just have a kid, Edmund. So you know. Dana likes him, or the UFC likes him, obviously. And you know what? I was looking back at his record yesterday. He got completely ripped off when he knocked out Brad Tavares with a head kick and didn't get a bonus for that. That's when Brad was never knocked out before, and I think he was the first guy to do it, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Tim Boach was actually. But Brad has an iron chin. You knock him out with the head kick, you should get $50K for that. So, where do you guys think Aaron Pico will sign? I mean, I think the UFC will make an offer, but PFL can match. So. Josh Friend, I think he got released after he missed weight.
He's cut.
He got cut. Edmund should probably just fight like these lower level, like higher than Bud could, but yeah, like higher.
Yeah. So the one thing I'll mention in this fight, and then we can get the fuck off of this fight.
Yeah.
This was Edmund's first camp with Eric Nixick. He's been at Extreme Couture for 2 years now, but he's had Dewey in his corner. And it's funny because after his last loss to GM3, I texted Eric. I was like, dude, why have you not coached Edmund yet? And he was he's never asked me to. And so obviously he went and sought out Eric for this fight, and I think that's the best move he could possibly make for his career right now, because at least Eric will game plan with him, right, and come up with things. So I'm not sitting here and saying that Edmund's going to somehow become a top contender now, but he is still only 27 years old, which is nuts, right? And who knows if he's even in his prime yet. But you know, I think all signs look positive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think he'll get a rank guy, but I think he'll get someone like that's better than Budka, which is hard to find. Sure. Like I was thinking maybe that guy, the Cesar Almeida guy, because that'd be a fun fight. Like two strikers, that'd be fun.
They're teammates.
Oh, he trains there too. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, that won't happen. Yeah. Someone mentioned SD Dumas. He has a fight coming, doesn't he? SD Dumas is fighting in Miami. There you go. So maybe the winner of that, you could fight the winner of that. I guess that's an option.
But man, Dylan Budka with an.
What do we do with Budka? Do we cut him, guys? Or
yeah,
we give him one more?
No, I give him one more. I let him fight Alex Bahunin. And I think Alex might have a good chance to win. No, seriously, man. I mean, I have nothing against Dylan, but let's be honest.
He never should have been signed.
He shouldn't have been signed. He was kind of like Dana. Kind of, I mean, he's kind of had if you look at his upbringing story, it's kind of a tough story. So good for the guy. I mean, to be honest with you, when you think about it, guys, it's like he makes like $10,000, like to get beat up and get a highlight reel knocker for the other guy. I almost feel bad for the guy in a way.
And he walked out to many men. It's like, bro, you can't.
Yeah, Edmund walked up to Shook Ones Part 2 by the Mob.
I mean,
that was pretty sick. That was sick.
You have to be a badass to walk out to that one too. At least
Edmund kind of qualifies, right?
Yeah, he qualifies
in the first round. He qualifies for the first 5 minutes of the fight. Then
many men, bro. Don't even fucking.
To what should Budka walk out to you in your opinion, Alex? Give me a song.
Oops, I did it again, or fucking.
The funny thing is, it was all censored because it's got like the N word in it. It's censored.
Maybe hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah. Hey. Don't knock the 90s. That's the best music. Paul Craig against Edmund. I guess. I mean, they could do that too, right? Could they? Could they do Bo Nickel against Edmund, or do you think Bo would just wrestle him? It'd be kind of interesting.
I mean, that's not a bad call, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a bad matchup, to be honest. But I mean, have him fight Iron Turtle. I don't know.
Sure. I mean, any of these fights make sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one here. Nazim Sadikov, doctor stoppage over Ismail Bonfim. That question mark kick he landed was so fucking sick. Were you there at cage side for this one? That was sick. That kick was amazing. Obviously some controversy in the corner because there was a language barrier thing, but like I don't think the guy could see, guys. So
he was transported because he thought he fractured his orbital. So
I was cool with the stoppage. I think Nazim's really good. I picked him as an underdog last week. I think he's good. He's 3-0-1 in the UFC now. I don't know if he gets the top 15 guy because the division's stacked, but like he's pretty good. What do you think, Marcel?
I think it was an early stoppage, man, mostly because I picked the other guy. But no, I'm just kidding. It was a good stoppage. I mean, I think he had really trouble with seeing. I think Danny Ruby, who was Nazim's manager, posted on Twitter that Ismail still wasn't able to open his eyes.
Oh yeah, that's a good
2 hours later, not 2 years.
2 years later.
But I mean. Was a great win for Nazim, man, and it sucks because pretty much he maybe should have went to get actual TKO KO finish, and it
Yeah.
maybe could have got him a bonus, you know, and now it doesn't get him a bonus.
I was thinking the same. I mean, it's too bad he didn't knock him out with the question mark
Yeah.
pick. That would have been. I don't think anyone's ever did that in the UFC, so that would have been amazing. I think the team's really good though, so we'll see. And this, like, there's two Bonfim brothers. We'll talk about the other guy. This guy's not as good as the other one, I'll say. I think the other one's a lot better. We'll talk about him in a minute here. The other middleweight fight in the card here, Andre Petroski defeats Rodolfo Vieira. Not a great fight. I did score for
Let's just fucking skip it, bro.
I was gonna say though. Here's my question. Like, I think he won. I think the judges got it right. Now, I'm gonna honest question. Does UFC cut Rodolfo Vieira? Because I don't think he's as good as we thought at first.
I mean, listen, man, I want to know if Mike Heck was sarcastic or he was serious on his Twitter, man. I love Mike Heck, but he's like, this is an amazing middleweight fight here. This is high quality or something. I hope he was sarcastic because this fight, I was like, guys, you had actually a fucking fun fight to open up the main card and a fun fight with probably a finish, what was a finish with Delgado, and you fucking put that in the prelims and you open it with this one. And it's like, this fight either gonna be like a long ground game or a fucking stand-up fight between two wrestlers or grapplers, and it was the second thing.
I literally would have preferred Walter Walker on the main card over this.
It would have been one of the rare instances where the low-level heavyweight fight should have been. Yeah. But I was gonna say Petroski somehow 8-2, but the point was, like, if you look at his record, almost everyone that he's beaten gets cut, like, right after he beats them. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if they cut Veer because he does have a lot of bonuses, but I don't think he's, like, great.
Yes, that's a tough style, man, you know, but I mean, if he when he is close to the top 15, then his style is not that great, you know, but he has a tough style for a lot of people, you know.
A guy that we mentioned earlier that I think should have got 50 hit bonus, Jose Delgado knocks out Connor Matthews. Now, I get it. Connor Matthews is training in his mom's basement, literally. And he's not – I think he gets cut too. I think like half the guys in this card that lost get cut. Almost every one of them gets cut, crazy enough. But still, like, it was super impressive. And obviously this guy had a great showing on Contender last year. Alex, you're super high in this kid. So I know you like this bonus.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's fun. It was a really good debut. Like that's if you only get one UFC debut, man, and that's what you're supposed to do. I think, I think he's going to be in a lot of fun fights in the UFC. My only problem is like he's very aggressive and he can get hit a lot, which I mean it's 4-ounce gloves, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, very impressive. Please get this guy out of the Apex, exciting fighter and. He did what he was supposed to do with Connor Matthews. I don't think Connor Matthews is UFC caliber.
Yeah, I know you like this guy too, Marcel.
Yeah, man, I think he looked already great on the Dana White Contender Series, man. So when I saw they booked this fight and Connor Matthews to me, like, no disrespect, but feels like a real good regional fighter. But I don't really see him like doing very well in the UFC. He lost to Bazooka in his debut, Atlantic City last year. And I didn't have any high hopes, to be really honest. I definitely not against Delgado, who I thought was really good. Trains at a really good camp as well. So, I mean, I pretty much saw it coming, you know, and it was a great debut, man. I mean, that's the way you want to make your debut in the UFC, I think, you know.
Yeah, and it's too bad that, the fight with Gordon got canceled because this was supposed to be in the main card, and when they canceled that fight, it moved down on the prelims to take that spot. So,
because these bitches want to keep those 3-hour frame for the prelims. And they just want to, and then those are fucking idiots, man. They start talking 15 minutes before the fucking fights, and they are lucky that they got to finish with Delgado against Matthews because they were all getting overtime again because they keep talking shit about promos, which we have seen 10 times already this week. We're gonna, who's in the main event? Oh, it's Jared Cannonier. He's fighting Gregory Rodrigues. Like we haven't fucking seen that whole week already. I get really annoyed also when they start the broadcast, you know, and it's like first fight in 20 minutes. Tell me that fucking before I can do 20 minutes something else before I listen to your fucking bullshit the whole damn time.
Marcel, this grinds his gears, Alex. So I'm
sorry.
I'm with you, bro. I get it, dude. I am with you.
Angela Hill, who Jared Cannonier he said she should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, she's like the Jim Miller of like the female divisions, but like with no finishes. That's the difference. So no bonuses. I thought Katlyn Souza won the fight, guys. It was super close. How did you guys score it? Like, did you even pay attention, Alex? Like, honest, were you?
No.
I love the honesty, man. No. Marcel, who did you have it for?
I mean, could have gone both ways in my opinion. I don't 1-1 after the second round, and I think the third round could have gone both ways. The thing is, like,
I agree with you. The judges didn't. The judges had it 2-0 for Hill. You know that, right? The judges had Hill winning both the first 2 rounds.
Okay, yeah, I don't
agree with that either. Like, I thought the third round was the close one, right?
Yeah, and I thought so too, and that could have been both ways in my opinion. You know, I was happy for Hill; she got it because she normally always on the wrong side of the split decision. At the same time, I don't think Catlin deserved to lose. I mean, for me, it was
could have gone either way. Honestly. It could have been.
You were really concerned after the first round, dude.
Yeah, no, I thought, I'm like, man, she looks awful. And then crazy thing is, like, Angela slowed down. But I just, like, I looked at the scorecards. Mike Bell and Sal Diamato had the first 2 rounds for Hill. And I don't agree with that. I mean, the crazy thing is, though, if you look at the stats, like, they had Hill winning the second round by a decent margin, but I didn't see that when I was watching. I thought Sousa, like, hurt her more too. But again, it was a close fight. It could have gone
also way, Angela's corner. I think her husband said, like, you're 2-0 in front. I think we said in the Discord, like, I feel like it's 1-1. It's not 2-0, you know.
Another female MMA fighter who has their husband as their head coach, Alex. It's just it's crazy in this sport, man. Like, can they not bring an actual head coach? And not I know he's been with her for a while, but like, geez. Yeah, it's crazy because you don't see it with the men. With the men, they don't bring their wives as their head coaches. And again, we talked about this last week. Like, again, a lot of them. Sam Alvey, yeah, he did have. Yeah, well, she was a corner, and yeah, she did.
Mike Perry.
There. Yeah, but I don't think they were the head coaches. Like, they weren't the ones.
Mike Perry, she was actually, I think.
For one of the fights, I think she was actually. Yeah,
that's Ricky Gall.
He actually beat him, didn't he? Anyways, yeah. All right, I don't mind if they're there with them, like, because if they train, like, and I think Angela's husband does train at that gym, Alliance or whatever, right? But I don't think they should be the one, like, giving the main advice. But anyways, I digress. All right, Rafael Estevam defeats Jesus Aguilar. Great first 2 rounds, 11 takedowns, but faded hard in the third round. Jesus kept going for that guillotine, though, kept jumping the gilly, didn't work. I think Rafael, it's pretty good, though. He hadn't fought in like a year and a half, so I think it's a decent win for him. He did beat Charles Johnson, too, last year, or 2 years ago. Do you like this guy, Alex, or what do you think of him?
Look at Alex's face and already
just another guy. Just another guy, huh?
Yeah, dude. He's just another Brazilian fighter.
I think he's got good. He's got good wrestling, though, for sure. I mean, he's going to be tough out, but yeah, like, I think that he faded pretty hard. And Aguilar, bad takedown defense, so no surprise. I think one of the big stars in this card, though, was Gabriel Bonfim. I mean, I think he had a breakout performance here. Like, he's obviously had a good run in the UFC. 4-1 now with 3 finishes. But I still wasn't sure because, like, the last fight with Angelosa, like, that guy's not great, I think
I want to hear some fucking credit from you, Adam. I said he was going to sub him. I want to hear you say it. Let's go.
You know what? I'll give you credit because it was the first time KS has ever been finished.
Yeah.
And it wasn't looking good, and then he tapped out with 2 seconds left in the second round. So, I mean, it's a great finish. Obviously, deserved the bonus. Like, I think this guy definitely has top 15 potential. Like, I think he's good, guys. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, no, for sure. He has top 15 potential. Yeah, it was very, very impressive that he finished Chaos Williams. Chaos is like really underrated and really good.
I think Chaos is solid too. Yeah,
yeah, 1,000%. That finish was brutal. Just having Chaos Williams do the Exorcist.
Alex, did you see some tweet somebody said, "Well, she keeps sucking and you're already finished."
Yeah.
Oh my god,
okay. It's so brutal, so brutal.
It's a tough sport, man. And for Chaos, loses his 2-fight winning streak on short notice too. So it was a bit of a risk that he took here, but I think it was a great win for Bonfim. And I don't know if he gets a top 15 guy, but he might. I mean, it's possible.
I don't think the welterweight division is so deep.
It's stacked. You're right.
In the top 25, there's so many people. I don't think he deserves.
Magny's not ranked anymore. He could fight Magny. Magny's not ranked, so they could do that.
They could be booking with Renach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they could do that again. Yeah. Yep. Another fight. Just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but like until the main event, I think this was the fight of the night. Elijah Smith and Vince Morales.
Yeah.
This fight was fucking amazing. This was a great fight. Buried on the prelims. I know you guys both picked Morales. I picked Smith, so 1 against 2. I win, you lose. No, I'm joking. But honestly, it was a super good fight, super close fight. I think Smith did enough to win, guys, but very close fight, very, very fun fight. I'll start with you, Alex. You were there, so and Vince is your boy, obviously.
Yeah. I was incredibly biased. Yeah,
love this guy so much.
I just think that third round, Vince didn't do enough to steal the fight.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, I mean, but he kind of did because he almost tapped him in the last 10 seconds. So maybe that could have been enough. I would have been happy if he got the scorecard. But yeah, dude, he was so close to getting those chokes in that second round, dude. So close. I was talking to a couple of media members who are like really well versed in jiu-jitsu, and they were like, dude, so close. So it's a testament for Elijah to survive that, because
nice win.
A lot of bantamweights would have succumbed to that submission win.
I agree.
And I think Elijah's ceiling is very high. I still think he should not have been signed off the Contender Series. He's just like so young, so raw. But I mean, he beat Vince Morales, who's a very tough person to beat. Even though he doesn't have the best record inside the UFC. Like, dude, he's battle tested, and Vince's resume is pretty fucking impressive. It's
crazy. Vince is 3-7 now in the UFC. I would definitely keep him around though. Right?
1,000%.
For sure.
They're not going to cut him. That, and so apparently that move is called like a caveman necktie, which I've never seen before. It's like a variation of the Peruvian necktie. I know he hit this against Hunter Azure on the regional scene, right?
You don't have caves in Canada. That's probably why.
Apparently, I saw someone tweet. I think Cabosa tweeted or retweeted someone that knows like really deep jiu-jitsu. Dude, I mean, that would have been that should have been $100,000 if he caught that submission.
Yeah,
that would have been sick. But yeah, I mean, it was a super close fight, guys. Like strikes landed were equal, control time was equal. Like the grappling, except for the submission attempts, were pretty equal. So very close fight.
Great fight, man. I mean, poor Elijah, man. He before the broadcast, he got a different dad. They said Maurice Smith was his dad. I didn't know.
You're joking? They said that?
Yeah, Maurice Smith.
No
and
shit.
Then later they said with Gilbert Jamal.
Maybe that's his grandfather. Maurice is the grandfather. Three generations of Smiths in the UFC.
A great fight, man. Really great fight.
No, but you know what? It's a good point you brought up though, because his dad, obviously Gilbert Jamal Smith, fought in the UFC and fought in Bellator. But if you watch those like grappling sequences with the chokes, like his dad was right there and he told him exactly what to do. Like I think if it's like like his girlfriend or something, or like if it's feel for their husband, they might not know what to do. You had an actual former UFC fighter there telling him, "Hey, put your arm here, put your hand here, like move your body this way." Like that's just a huge advantage. So I think the kid has got a lot of talent, but I still think they should build him slow. I don't know what they do with him next. Like I was thinking maybe like a Ricky Tercios, but even that might be, too much. I don't know. Like, is that too big of a step up? Like a Ricky Tercios? I'll look at the roster. Like it's gotta be someone like ranked in the bottom. Like not that he's a bad fighter, but he's 22. Like why rush this kid in a stacked division?
Let's see. So this is bantamweight, right? So
yeah, I'm taking a look too.
I would give him.
It's like there's some tough guys, man. Even in the they're coming off losses.
Give him Christian Quinones,
Angel Pacheco,
something like that. Yeah,
Quang Lee, Iwichi Lang, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking him too. Actually,
that's a good one.
What about Kalen Loughran? Would that be? Or he has a fight coming up.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's fighting it.
Him and Fletcher, they could do the winner.
Yeah,
someone like that. How about this guy, Steven Obi-Wan Shinobi the Pillow Coslow? What the fuck happened to that guy?
Is he still with UFC?
Last I heard, he's dropping down to flyweight.
Oh, really? Okay. He hasn't. He fought what? Simon,
yeah,
or whatever. He hasn't fought in forever. Anyway, something like that. I like the kid Smith, but he's 22. So
they really need to develop him. Yeah, take it slow with him.
Take it slow, because what's the rush? And like I think you said Quinones. I mean, that's not a bad show. Someone like that. But the thing is, like, bantamweight, man, I'm telling you, even the guys at the bottom of the division are not bad fighters. Like it's a Shark Tank there, guys. All right. Let's go to the next fight. 2 fights left. Walter Walker, heel hooks Dontel Mays. Number 15th ranked. So Walter Walker is going to be ranked. He's going to be number 15. Crazy, eh?
Bro, seriously. How is Dontel Mays even ranked, dude? How is he even ranked? I mean, I don't hate the guy, but I mean, I tweeted it even out, and I feel bad about tweeting it out, but how the fuck is the dude ranked? I mean, it's like, you know what? Fuck heavyweight. Just do only 8 rankings at heavyweight. It's just that bad. There it is.
Easy win for Walter Walker. Don't want to be a dick, and he beeped it out because I don't know. Why did you put a little star here?
I don't know, man.
That's like the cum shot or something?
Because if I think about a dick, I also think about a star for some reason. I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It doesn't hurt you to laugh, Alex. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Back when you guys might laugh at this. When I was in college, we had a floor hockey team. Just like
I thought you were going to tell that story, but okay. Yeah,
no, I'm not talking about that one. We had a floor hockey team in college, Alex, and we call ourselves the Peter North Stars. And it was, you know who Peter North is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we called the Peter
Legend.
North Stars, and the Hall of Famer, AVN Hall of Fame. We had like the symbol. I'll show you the symbol. It's so funny. So there was a hockey team, Alex, called the Minnesota North Stars, and they basically they took the. I'm gonna show you guys. This is too funny. You guys are laughing at this one. This is our podcast. We do what we want here. Here we go. Marcel, the legend, Marcel, the Hall of Famer himself.
Show me.
This was the jersey we used. Look at the little star at the top of it. It was awesome, man. And the funny thing was, we played against this all-girls team, and they had no idea. They're like, "What's a Peter North Star?" We were just fucking all laughing. We were 20-year-old guys, and we're like, fucking dumb.
Fucking Peter fucking North, bro. A fucking legend.
Oh, man. Kung Ho Kong, I think he retired, didn't he?
Yeah, he retired.
He retired, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the cause of the fight? His girlfriend was screaming choice words this time on trying to leave? Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Pitbull? Last we heard was maybe a match with Sterling, but we haven't heard anything of that, right? So, anything?
Alex, maybe.
He's been offered multiple fights. Just put it that way. He's not.
Is he signed
yet. He's not signed yet, but he's been offered multiple fights. And multiple people have turned him down. Just put it that way.
Wow. Okay, well that's good. I know Dana likes him, and obviously I think he's got a few good years left, maybe 2 good years left. But he could be he knocked out Chandler, guys. He's got power. He's a fun guy. So I think
he's 38 years old. His best years are behind him, but he's going to put on fun fights for the UFC, which is what they need right now. And just fucking let him ride out his final years of competing in the UFC.
I agree.
He's a big enough name, and he'll put on fun fights, bar none. Period. Mic drop.
I agree. Yeah, they could do that for Smith. Dante was 15th, or while the Ajax being one over in Arid.
Let's go.
How do you pronounce that?
Eredivisie.
Okay,
Bro,
there you go.
The heavyweight division is so bad, dude.
So Kennedy Checu's ranked now, which and he has 2 fights at heavyweight. It's crazy. If you knock out Luka Strzeski, you get ranked basically.
Man, dude, the heavyweight division is in fucking trouble, dude. There is no one for Tom to fight other than Cyril Gane and Jelson Almeida.
Yeah.
But other than that,
he hasn't fought in forever.
There's no good prospects. There's no good prospects on the regional scene. There's no good heavyweight fighters outside the UFC, really.
They got to bring back Francis maybe or something. I don't know if they even can. They probably won't.
Francis, the one championship dude, mate.
Rug or whatever, that guy.
No, the dude
guy who lost, Mulligan.
Yeah, Mulligan.
Bro, can he pass a piss test?
No. His piss will melt everything. No, it'll melt the cup and then the fucking ground below it.
Peter North, the guy knows the ropes. That's a good one. I like that. They cut Rosenstrike. I don't know. That's just very odd to me. By the way, can you tell the story with that? Is
it too expensive or something?
Is that what it was?
Too expensive, and the fight was shit.
Hayden really hated that fight, eh? He really didn't like it.
Bro, honestly, I think if you have a boring fight,
you're at risk of being cut.
You're at risk of being cut.
That's crazy.
I think that's where it's at right now.
Man, I love the sport, but it's such a shitty career when you think about it, guys. You take fucking brain damage, you take bodily damage, you inflict it too, which is the fun part. But you take damage, you don't get paid a whole lot of money unless you're a superstar. It's a fucking tough living, man.
It's not I don't know why anybody would want to become an.
I know a lot of the guys that are not even in the UFC, some of the regional guys. These guys, they don't make any. They're getting paid a buffet ticket in Vegas, man. It's crazy.
Dude, not even a buffet ticket, dude. They're getting paid a fucking McDonald's drive-through ticket, dude. Marcel
would do that. He would fight Dante Mace for McDonald's. Wouldn't you, Marcel? For a McCrispy? whatever it's called.
Suck my dick, Adam. That is a big tasty, by the way.
McTasty. They don't have it here in North America.
They should, man. It's really like the best burger McDonald's has, I think.
I want a McTasty so bad. Whenever I come to visit you, I'm going to eat some space cake, and then I'll eat a McTasty after. So,
big tasty.
Big Tasty? You're talking about yourself then, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Marcel Big Tasty.
With extra mayonnaise.
Oh, God. Only 30 guys at heavyweight 15 rankings flip a coin you're in. That is fucking hilarious. And he's not wrong. I think there literally is 30 guys. It's crazy. Phil Rodrigues is he's had a great run.
He's a 10 or 11 time defending champion.
It's crazy. Bro. He fought in the UFC. He was terrible, but it was like 15 years ago. I mean, like, I'd love to see him back. I don't know if honestly, I don't think he'd ever come back.
How old is he?
He's like 35 or 36, I think. But he's making so much money over there. Maybe he's older than that.
He is 38.
38. He's making so much money right now to beat up guys that are decent, but not like at UFC level.
Dude, if you're a champion or a really popular contender in KSW, why
they're killing it there. Why would You know what's crazy? Actually, Dana was like giving them props like 2 weeks ago at that Saudi press conference. Someone asked about KSW. He's like, they run a great show. They make a lot of money. Like, they're killing it. So even Dana's like, yeah, these guys are killing it. He asked about Jarno's performance. Jarno Aarons, he fought? Oh, Levels Fight League. Did he win?
Yeah, split decision.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it was like he was striking, he was better, and then he had him against the cage and he went for a takedown, but it was against a jiu-jitsu guy, so that dude was able to turn him over, you know, and he pretty much did that in the first and in the second round. And the third round he tried it as well, but then he was gassed. The Brazilian guy and Jarno finished on top.
Oh, and he fought a guy named Caio Machado.
Yeah, his name is also Caio Machado. He fought in LFA and then through to Brazil.
Okay.
But it wasn't a good fight, man. I said after the fight, I messaged him. I was like, you motherfucker, why you make it so difficult? You know, I said, congrats. And he's like, yeah, man, should gonna work on this on the gym, but we're happy we won. So.
Speaking of heavyweights, I just broke the Alexander Romanov is in the PFL tournament this year.
Yeah. There you go. That's another guy that.
If you want me to retweet something, just say you want to retweet.
I was gonna say though, like he got cut by the UFC, but like he got cut off a win.
And he's 7-3. He was ranked in the top 15.
Why are they cutting ranked guys? Like he wasn't the best like striker, but his grappling is like top notch.
They do,
Alex.
They need top heavyweights. It's crazy.
He's definitely top 15. I mean,
bro, you changed, man. I mean.
Someone's asked. Look at that. Alex, you got a question? Is Jacob Wiklaz is PFL?
Is that the champion?
I don't. Is that what promotion? Octagon or KSW
or is that the KSW champion?
By the way, Gable Stevenson was wrestling this weekend. I saw the video. He beat the guy, but like,
the KSW I was like, champion. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Man, I was shocked that Gable Stevenson's still in college wrestling. I was shocked when I saw this.
I think Gable Stevenson, when he won in the Olympics, I think Keith Chillen tweeted like I hope he goes to MMA, and then he blocked Keith Chillen. I think.
Bantamweight? No, crazy. He's not. He's not in the PFL this year. As of today.
Fair enough. The GFL announcements. I mean, it's a bunch of guys that should not be fighting. Shogun Hua should not be fighting ever again. That's
I'm not gonna be honest, man. If that was 10 years ago, I probably got a stiffy, but right
now, it's funny
like...
because I sent my friend my who I've been watching MMA with forever. I sent him the picture of it. He's like, dude, if this was 2016, this would be like the best fight of the year. I'm like, it's not, dude. It's 2025. Like, these guys should not be fighting. I don't think they should fight. PFL signed Poya, heavyweight guy. Didn't we talk about him last week? I think heavyweight guy, right? Okay, last fight in the back to the card. I don't even care about it. Jacqueline Cavalcante wins, but doesn't get a finish, doesn't get aggressive in the fight. Just, nah. This card was like a 5 out of 10, maybe. Like 4 out of 10.
Adam loves the Jacquelinis in the UFC.
I like the other one better. She's actually, I don't mind this one either. She's kind of cute too, Marcel, I think. But, you know, again, she's just basically, they call it with just coasting, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that, you know, you're a matchmaker, you're watching that, you're like, come on, go for the finish. Like, you got 2 rounds up on the book, so like go for the finish. But yeah, not a great card. All right, let's end this show, guys, because I want to do the preview, and we want to get Alex out of here at a decent round time. So, but last question: Yaroslav Amosov, Curtis Millender. I think Amosov kills him, right?
Yeah. I don't
100%.
understand the matchup.
It's odd, isn't it? I guess
They,
you took whatever you could take.
So usually, if the UFC is interested in a former Bellator or PFL fighter,
Yeah.
they will tell them go fight in another promotion, get one win, and then we'll sign you. There are exceptions, Michael Chandler, MVP, blah 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 blah. But like Renner Ritter, obviously left UAE. You know what I'm saying? So there's some fighters that they want to distance themselves, and I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that's what they told Amazov is go out there, finish Curtis Millender, get a highlight KO, and then we'll bring you in.
Bro, what Colostrum said.
I mean, I can kind of see the resemblance.
No, I can't unsee it. Thank you.
I can't unsee now. Can't unsee. All right, guys, I'm going to end this one because I want to do the preview with Alex and get him out of here in like half an hour. So let me end this podcast, guys. It can be about 2 minutes, and I'll tweet out the new one. All right. All right. Let's see that.